What's up, YouTube? This is Drew and the family. I am Drew, y'all the family, and today we ain't doing no reactions. We ain't doing no reactions. We ain't doing no regular video. We're gonna do a sit down video. We gonna talk about. Well, I'm gonna explain this story that I wrote to y'all a little while ago. Right? I'm gonna try to sum it up for y'all. I'm gonna try to make it a short story. Hey, first thing first. If you're a kid, please exit out the video. If you are one of my students, please exit out the video. You know who you is. Please exit out the video. So. This story right here, man, is about a man named John. John is 35 years old. John was raised by his mother and grandmother, right? John went to school, all age, graduated with honors, right? John never could stay out the streets. John was always in the streets, man. He never could stay out the streets, but he graduated with honors. People like, bro, you smarter than that. John wasn't trying to hit none of that. He was never in trouble with the police, though. John never got caught by the police. He was never in trouble with the police, right? So one day, man, John pull inside this gas station. He pull inside the gas station, is a female right there pumping her gas. John get out, he pumping his gas. He walk over to it. He talking to him, having a conversation with her, real small talk. And he asked her, like, man, before he asked her for a number, he asked her, you got a man? She responded very quickly, no, I do not. Okay, so when she responded quickly, John like, you sure? I do not have a man. I wouldn't be talking to you if I did. Fair enough. So John received it. He got her number, whatever. Went on about her way. Her name is London. London got in the car, went on about her way, right? So one day, John is he sleep. John went in the house, went to sleep. His right-hand man called him. We're going to call his right-hand man Nick. Nick called him, right? So when Nick called him, Nick is outraged. I'm talking, he's furious. He called him, he yelling through the phone. John like, bro, calm down. I can't understand nothing you're talking about right now. Calm down. He like, man, we got hit, man. We just got hit. We just got hit for 500. Bro, what are you talking about? They hit him for 500K. John like, look, calm down. We'll deal with it in the morning. Nick is outraged. She's not trying to hear none of that. He like, hey, we'll deal with it in the morning. John hang up the phone. Nick is heated. He's still mad. Nick riding around the city. He's trying to find anybody. He's heated right now. He's trying to find somebody. John is in the bed sleeping very peacefully, right? Nick riding around all night, no information, didn't get nothing. He was just riding around, just furious. John get up that morning, call Nick, tell Nick, round everybody up. John get everybody, round up. So John tell everybody, like, look, somebody hit us last night. They took 500K from us. Bring me that person. Whoever did it, I don't give a fuck who did it. Bring me that person. I'm going to make sure your family is set forever. You'll never have to work again. You'll never have to worry about anything. Bring me that person. Oh. So after that, London calls John. Asks him, like, you free tonight? He's busy, So he busy, but he tell her, you know what? I can make some time for you. I'm always free for you. I can make some time. They out to dinner. They eating, laughing, talking. I'm talking, they having a ball. They having a blast. Nick called John. He like, man, you'll never believe who I found. He like, what's going on? What happened? He like, I found who did it. He like, bro, who did it? He like, it was Fred. John get up, tell London, yo, I gotta go, it's an emergency. He like, I gotta go. She like, what's going on? Everything okay? He like, I gotta go home. He's like, I gotta go to work, finish up some paperwork. I'm sorry to leave so suddenly. He get up, he leave out the restaurant. Now he's furious. John is pissed off. Because Fred grew up with him and Nick. John, Fred, and Nick grew up with each other. So John would not have never thought that it was Fred. So John pulled up to Fred's house. Nick standing outside, him and like 10 other guys. So John like, where is he? He inside. John grab his gun, go inside. They got Nick. No. Nick is with John. They got Fred, his nephew, and they got his grandmother. Fred, his nephew, and his grandmother tied up on the floor, on their knees. John walk over to Fred. He asks him, why did you steal from me? He say, I'm going to be honest with you. I stole from you because you were the easiest target. I knew your whole layout. I knew the whole system. I knew everything. And honestly, I never thought it'd come back on me. That's what Fred told John. John go over to Fred's grandmother. He put the gun in Fred's grandmother's mouth. He got a 12 gauge shotgun, put it in her mouth. Fred get to crying so hard. He get to crying. Now the grandmother is crying, talking, and trying to talk. John take the shotgun out of the grandmother's mouth. What are you trying to say? She say, please don't kill me. I will give you the money back. John say, you don't have 2 fucking pennies to rub together. Why the fuck would I listen to you? Put the shotgun back in the lady's mouth. Blow her brains out. Boom! Brains go everywhere. Fred is crying at the top of his lungs. I mean, he's crying, he's screaming. Walk over to his nephew. All right. I remind you, his nephew's not a child. His nephew is up in age. His nephew is about 20 plus years old. Walk up to his nephew. He look at Fred. He tell Fred, this is simply because you stole from me. Boom! Blow his nephew brains out. Fred is crying. He's all over the place. He's crying all over the place. John tell Fred, I'm not going to kill you. I'm going to let you suffer. I want you to know you the reason that they're dead. Because you got sticky fingers. Where's my money? Fred tell him it's in the trunk. Nick go count the money. Nick tell him $320,000. They're missing money. John say, okay. John put the gun to Fred head. He tell him, you know what? I'm going to follow my first man. I'm going to let you live with what you have done. You fucked up. Now you got to live with the consequences. Leave out his house. Keep on going. Leave out his house and get in his car. You pull off. He called London. He tell London, I really apologize on how I left so suddenly earlier. He like, can we get together later tonight? Can we get together? She say, no, I can't get out tonight. John like, what do you mean you can't get out tonight? She said, no. I'm not saying it like that. I just have a lot of things to do. I can't get out tonight. John like, okay, we're going to take rain check. Right? So the next day, London come over to John's house. They spend a whole day together, laughing, talking, just kicking and drinking. They spend a whole day together. Whole day. Right? So John, the next day, John tell Nick, like, man, like, she almost scared me because the other day she told me, she couldn't get out, like somebody was holding her in a house. Nick was like, bruh, something ain't right about her. He like, man, don't say that shit, man. He like, I'm telling you, man, that bitch ain't right. Something ain't right about her. John punched Nick in the mouth, knock him out. Boom! And don't you ever in your fucking life disrespect my fiance like that again. This is his right-hand man. Nick holding his jaw like, bro, you gonna hit me over this bitch? John pulls his gun out, put it to Nick's head. Disrespect my fiance again, I'm gonna fucking kill you. Nick bow down. I'm sorry, bro, it will never happen again. I didn't know you loved her that much. They go on about their day. John go this way, Nick go his way, right? So, Nick, I'm sorry, I'm trying to remember. Nick had started following London. Nick started following London for about a week straight. Nothing much. She was just hanging with John back and forth. He didn't really see anything. Go back home, go to work, hang with John. Nick didn't see anything, but Nick was real adamant. He knew, something not right about London. So Nick calls his cousin the private eye. He put his cousin on London. So one day, John in London is in the car. He noticed somebody's following him. He don't really think too much of it, Nobody want him. Nobody's gonna fuck with him in the city. You don't think too much of it. They go to the restaurant. The same fucking guy is following them. John asks to step away. Give me a minute. I'm gonna step away. John goes into the bathroom. The guy follows. Right. But the guy was just going into the bathroom, not even knowing that John was in there to use the bathroom, actually use the bathroom. Remind you, it's Nick's cousin. John snatched him in the stall, beat him up, whoop him. Whoop him. Tell him, like, put him in the hospital. So Nick called John, and he just so happy, like, man, thank you for not killing my cousin. I really appreciate you. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Now, John, like, bro, if you ever in your fucking life have anybody to follow me again, I'm gonna fucking kill you. That's the second time telling him that. So Nick trying to explain, like, no, that's not it. I wasn't having you being followed. That's not it, bro. You know I love you, man. You my right hand. You my brother. John wasn't trying to hit none of that. Nick was trying to tell him he was trying to have him to follow London. He didn't care. So, one day, John sent Nick to a meeting. He called Nick, like, man, look, I need you to go on over. I need you to meet these new people. Nick, like, okay, cool. You know, so Nick bring them the shit. Nick bring them the shit, count the money, fake bills. They try to give Nick about $50,000 in fake bills. Nick go crazy. I'm talking about he go crazy. He up the gun. It's a shootout. He in the middle of a shootout. It remind you, he's by himself. Nick is by himself. Nobody, no backup, nobody. He's by himself against about 10 people. Nick shooting. He just shooting, trying to shoot his way out of it. Now, as he's trying to shoot his way out of it, he's trying to call John, trying to let him know. He's trying to call John. He's shooting on the phone. It's just crazy. Shooting on the phone. So he finally maneuvered his way out. John didn't answer the phone. John got about 60 missed calls from Nick. Never answered the phone. Nick go to John's house, beating on the door. Beating on the door. John come downstairs. Hey, man, what's going on? He say, bro, the motherfuckers you sent me to go meet, they try to get me. They try to give me fake money. They try to give me fake bills. John say, bro, calm down. You still alive. He said, bro, they try to kill me. He said, bro, calm the fuck down. You still alive. That's all that matters. He said, bro, I wouldn't have to go through that shit if you would have answered the phone. He tell him, bro, calm down. You still alive. Calm down. Nick is furious right now. London come down the stairs. What's all that noise? Nick look at her, look at John. That's the fucking reason you didn't want to answer the phone. I'm done. I'm fucking done. He walk out of the door, slam the door, he walk out. John, he'll be all right. John go back upstairs, him and London continue to talk, all right? Couple weeks go by, Nick haven't really talked to John, John really haven't talked to Nick, right? So John and London is out to dinner. You know, they out, they chilling. They having a ball, they laughing, they talking, having drinks, like, they having a ball. Just like usual, it's normal. A man walks in, 2 kids and a stroller. Two on each hip. He got one in the stroller. He got 3 kids with him. He walk over to the table. He look at London. He say, I thought you was at work today. Who is this? John look at him. Who the fuck are you? This is my fiance. The guy responds, impossible. Can't be your fiance because that's my wife. These are our kids. John look at London. He had no words. Shocked. Couldn't say anything. London gets up, crying, apologizing to her husband. John is just completely shocked. He have no words. He just looking at London with anger. They leave. London leave with her husband and her 3 kids. John sits at the bar all night. He called Nick. He tell Nick, come get me, come pick me up. Nick didn't hesitate. Nick come picks him up. So Nick come picks him up. Nick tell him like, bruh, I told you. I don't like to say I told you so, but I told you so. So Nick asked John, what do you want me to do? What do you want me to do? John look at Nick and he responds in a very loud voice. They don't get fucking touched. You don't touch them. Nothing happens to them. Nick look at John very shocked like, the fuck? Later on that night, John breaks into London house through the basement. He breaks into their room. He's standing over them while they sleep. Her husband jumps up, furious. He's cursing London. Now, all this anger is towards London. John just standing there over them. You got this fucking thug in our house. Fuck you, you cheating bitch. You got this fucking thug in our house. London, he's not a thug. He's not a thug. Nobody's paying attention to John. They arguing amongst each other. London's husband tell John, get the fuck out of my house. John tell London's husband, please don't disrespect me. Don't disrespect me in front of my fiance. Please don't do that. He look at John. He jumps up. It's my fucking wife. John push him. I told you stop disrespecting me in front of my fiance. He run back up to him. John pulls out his knife. He choke him. Slice his throat. He falls. London screams, cries. Ask John, why would he ever do that? London's son walks in. He want to know what's going on. He's crying for his mom. John walks up to him, kneels down, and say, your mom is going to go today, but you will understand everything that happens once you get older. She deserves everything that's about to happen to her because she's a lying, conniving, cheating ass slut. Walks over to London, take his gun out, look at her son, and say, you'll understand when you get older. Blows her brains out in front of her son. Walk past him and tell him, call the police. Try to get your mom some help. It won't work. Get in the car with Nick. Nick was outside. Get in the car with Nick. Tell Nick. Nick like, what's going on? What happened? What happened, bro? You full of blood. He look at Nick and he say, I tell you later. Drive. Bro, just drive. Nick proceeds to drive off. And let me know if y'all want a part 2 to it. Yeah, man. Let me know if y'all want a part 2. That was like a short story that I had wrote, bro. Like, that's a short story, man. Yeah, man. Short story, man, about my boy John, Nick, and London, man. Let me know if y'all want a part 2 to that story. Hey, man. This is Your Family, man. I want y'all to like, comment, share, subscribe, ring the motherfucking bell. Hey, like, comment, share, subscribe, ring the motherfucking bell, man. Oh, man. Look, 2025, man. We're going to get better with our crowd. We going up, man. This video damn near 20 minutes long. Crazy work, man. Look, wise man always told me, count your blessings, not your problems, man. And that's a fact. You know what I'm saying? Hey, and another thing, guys, I heard something, man, on TikTok where they say, don't confuse loyalty with consistency. Don't confuse loyalty with consistency. Just because a motherfucker always around and consistent, that don't mean they loyal to you. Hey, 5 things, like, comment, share, subscribe, and the motherfucking bell. Hey, man, we out, man. This is Your Family. I am Drew, y'all the family, and I'm out. Until next time, peace.